Hi guys, welcome in. Today we have Amin in studio, also known as Inquisitive. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Of course, we actually snuck him over from a wedding week. So
yeah, you have.
so
but it's worth it.
in.
It's worth it. I've got time for you guys as always, and always having me down and obviously give me so much love and respect.
No, of course. We're honestly so honored to even have you here. I feel like I keep saying that, but thank you for being here. I guess we'll hop right into it. I feel like you don't need an introduction. We've been doing this, 15 years now?
Unbelievable.
Which is insane.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it myself, even when you're saying it right now. I'm like, 15 years, where's that gone? But yes, 15 years in, 15 years in August. So yeah, here we are.
It's so amazing. I think we were just talking about it off camera as well. You are one of what I see as the original archetype for an influencer. Before you, the Just Rain generation, Lily Singh, Superwoman, I think you really carved the path for like our streamers now and all the talent coming out of Surrey, coming out of England and all these places that's South Asian. So how does it feel to kind of know that you were kind of a catalyst?
You're making my head slowly going like this right now. You're making me sound really nice and you respected me too much, but that's very kind of you to say. No, definitely it was, when I first started up, it was a bit of a lonely kind of journey because even like I was saying, there wasn't no Instagram or TikTok then, it was just Facebook. And even that was not as in, the traction wasn't always there, but as people started pressing their share and started dropping their DM or message, it started rolling. So it is nice. I mean, I do have lots of parents saying, hey, my children are watching your stuff or they see what you do. And even people that are my age and wanted to pursue a career in the arts. So it is very nice to hear. But yeah, it's I'm not trying to be that role model either at the same time. But it's just lovely to know that people can see my artwork with that kind of respect.
No, definitely. And now we're hopping into your artwork. I know this is probably the hardest thing for an artist, but if you had to describe your artwork in 3 words, how would you describe it? I'm like, this is the hardest question of the interview.
It's funny because I've never been asked that, so that's a great question. I don't know if it's a word, but I love to deepen the mystery. So the mystery is always there, the mystery in my work, and it's very chaotic, and it's very imperfect. That's the 3 words, because wherever I try to go into my artwork, I always want it to be a mystery for someone. I always want it to be chaotic, where they're looking everywhere. And then I always want it to be imperfect because I don't want anything to be too neat and tidy because I feel like I'm orchestrating it too much. And I want it to be a part of me. Like if it's meant to be smudged, it will be. If it's this, because that's how we live our life, right? Our life is lived. You're not trying to be roaming around with a seatbelt off unless you're driving, but you want to have fun and you want to enjoy yourself. You don't want to have too many restrictions. And I feel my artwork's the same. I don't want to kind of just stop here and stop there. I just want to kind of see where I go with my work, man. So yeah, those are my 3 words.
Oh, that's amazing. I think you did that really well for being put on the spot last minute. That was amazing. And speaking about the artwork kind of being a piece of yourself and wanting people to look at all the different parts, when you paint something, do you ever have in mind what you want the message to be for your audience? Or do you kind of let each person choose a symbolism that really, is attached to them or they feel it personally?
Really good questions going on there, man. Like, you need to take it easy. You really get me thinking now. No.
I did the full Instagram stalk practice. I'm like, what can I ask him that relates to this?
Never had that question either, so well done. I would say it's a bit of both, to be fair. Obviously, everything's more true to myself, how I want to do it. But I don't dictate too much, and it also depends on the content of the artwork. If it's something religious, if it's something political, if it's something for injustice, it depends what it is, and then I kind of base it off that, what my message is going to be. But for the most, I have an idea. I always have some sort of foundation laid upon, and then I build on that, and then whatever comes from that is kind of through the process. Oh, I should do this, and maybe I can twist that, and so it kind of becomes a bit of a fun journey for me. And like I always say, I always take my hand for a walk. So whatever comes from it is more of an exciting feeling for me.
I love that. And then I was going to ask now, have you ever maybe seen like your comments after you've posted art and seen a meaning that you didn't even think about when you were painting it?
Yes, awesome. So many times. Like someone said to me this one time, because people know I like to have fun with my work, and I make them like look from afar, look from here, did you look here? And this one person messaged me and like, love the work, man. I love the fact that when you turn it upside down, it looks like this. And I was like,
I didn't even think about that myself.
And then I turned the work upside down. It was like this silhouette of a woman. I was like, whoa. And I was like, this is, yeah, I meant to do that. That was great.
Oh, I would take props for it 100%. Like, that's what I meant to do. Like, it was already in there.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, even the people that appreciate my work, like, they're such a big, like, inspiration to me, because I'm always reading what they're writing and commenting. And I feel like that kind of connection and engagement with your fans is such a big thing. So I'm learning from them. They don't understand it. Like, I'm getting all the accolades and the kind comments, but they're everything to me. Like, I'm learning so much from them, so it works
that
both ways.
Symbiotic relationship without realizing it is. Like, you're both giving and taking.
100%.
Which I think is an amazing way to think about it. I don't think I come across a lot of people that are as humble as you either. I'm going to be so honest. With the accolades that you do have, like, I feel like anytime I talk to you, it really does feel like your fans are your family. Like, you'll be like, oh, these people that are my supporters, like, I love them, they support me, and I've never really heard you say anything beyond that.
No, 100%. I mean, the clothes I'm wearing, everything, the house I have, the car that I have, it's not because of me, it's because of people saying, hey, I like what you do, I'd love to buy your work. Hey, I like what you do, can you paint this for me? Hey, I like your work, would love to fly you down. It's not me, this is just my craft, and it takes someone to say, I appreciate your craft, I see what you've done, I'd love to support it. So who am I not to say thank you to the people who are on my page, or even just dropping a comment, even a like that goes a long way.
It goes a long way.
So yeah, I'm nothing without anyone that supports me, and that's why I'm always face on with my fans, and I go to exhibitions, I make sure I'm present. You can get lost in this whole crazy fame world and pictures and whatnot, but it's important to let people who support you recognize that, I recognize you too, so yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. And I think I've definitely seen you do that so much. We met recently at the Core Movement, and I think every single person that came up to you took your time, had a conversation, took the photos, and I admire that, because sometimes I'm overwhelmed and I'm nowhere where you are, and I'm like, okay, like, we're gonna say hi here, we're gonna say hi here, my social battery's draining, but you really like make it a point to do that. Yeah,
no, it's important. I just love people to go back with that experience of, oh man, because sometimes you meet people and they admire what you do for such a long time, and you just need to make sure you're over 100% with them, just to remember them that they can go back and be like, yeah, I met him and he was nice, you know?
Good. Yeah. I think you're really changing that. What's that metaphor where it's like you never want to meet your idols? You never want to meet your role models?
I'm trying.
And I think for me, even personally, like seeing you online for that long and then meeting you in person, it was like meeting a friend, and which I think is not the case a lot of the time. So give yourself props where they're due.
Thank you. That's a big compliment. I appreciate that.
Of course. And then again, like being from the South Asian community, I was going to hop into what made you, I guess you're saying the art is a part of you. Yeah. But what was maybe your first instance where you realized you wanted to mix South Asian like culture, religion with your art? Yeah,
a great question again.
Sorry.
No, it's brilliant.
Like picking your brain today.
Yeah, no, this is great. You're reminding me of my own journey. So like talking about the 15 years, I'm actually being reminded. So it's a nice little journey I'm going back. My dad actually used to work for the Indian High Commission in London. Yeah. And he used to do calligraphy for the royal family.
That's amazing.
Princess Diana, King Charles, Queen Elizabeth. So when they used to invite,
family
So my dad, he does calligraphy. He was also a protocol officer for Indian High Commission. So when he used to come home, he used to do these invites for Princess Diana, and I used to watch him. I was like so young.
Yeah.
I used to see him doing this, like Queen Elizabeth and whatnot, and I'm like, what is this thing he's holding in his hand, man? And I used to try to do it, and I was terrible, very, very terrible at it. But what I realized at a young age, my hands started getting have some motion in it. And my dad always had this habit, to sit at the end of our bed every night and tell us a story about Sikhi.
Oh, that's
every night, whether it was about the Jar Sahibs, there was Guru Gobind Singh Ji, something, he would tell us, let me tell you the story about Guru Nanak today.
And that's amazing because you're so connected to your heritage, because it's the small things our parents do that I don't even think they realized that they were doing.
100%. And then me being a child at the time was like, whoa, did that really happen? Oh my goodness. And then mixing what my dad's doing with like this whole thing, and then learning these stories, I'm like, let me try to put this together. Obviously nothing came from it, but I loved the idea of doing art. So I went to school, I did my degree, I did my master's, and then couldn't find a job. And then God bless my mom, she said to me, try to put your work online, see what happens. And I was like, no man, no one's gonna look at my work. No one's gonna look at my work. And here I am sitting with you 15 years on. It was just crazy. So God bless my mom, man. Yeah.
So when you got your degrees as well, was that in art or was that
Yeah, so I did my degree in graphic design and illustration, and did my master's in illustration. I did a diploma in illustration too. And then obviously having that kind of experimentation and bulk of work that now allows me to know what I want to do was one thing, but to kind of push it out, I couldn't. I was applying for jobs, but then I faced a lot of racism too, being from UK, London, and being a turban Singh and whatnot. And then I knew it was something more than just my craft.
Yeah.
But then again, I was very committed and consistent. And I know I got it in me to do something. And then, you know, my mum gave me the name Inquisitive as well. And so she's like, you use Indian inks a lot and your work is always posing questions. You should call yourself Inquisitive. And I was like,
that's amazing that your mom came up with that.
Yeah.
I love that. It's the connection with your dad and your mom. They really
100%,
help
man.
craft you
100%. My parents are everything. My mom passed away in 2019, so it was a big loss for me. But that's why even now I do everything in her name, because again, I want to be here without her, man. She gave me the name. She told me to put my work online, and everything that's come from it has been the biggest blessing. I'm a cricketer. I wanted to do cricket.
Oh, you play cricket?
Yeah. So I wanted to do.
I'm learning something new about you every step of this way.
I used to play for Essex in London, in UK. So obviously you play for your town, you play for your county, then you play for your country. But I ended up splitting my web here when I was bowling once, and then that's why I have this tattoo of the scissors. But this is my drawing hand as well. Yeah. So then I had to have a moment like, what do I want to do? Do I want to play cricket or do I want to do art? So I'm glad my mum pushed me to do art. And here, like I said, here we are, right?
15 years later.
Yeah.
Well, that we keep highlighting it, but no, definitely a journey.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. Like, it's so nostalgic for me to even think about. It's been 15 years. Doesn't feel like that. But even when I look back at my work, there's about 600-700 artworks now, and it's just like, whoa! I've actually taken like 3-4 days every day doing this, and
insane to think about even like the effort that you're putting into these pieces, like taking your time to make them.
Yeah, and I mean that's what it is. Like, I'll look back at my works, like they are artworks, but the pages of my diary, like at the end of the day, I know like what I was feeling when I did it. That's why, coming back to the question, the whole thing about fans, like it's so important. Like, people understand that like what's taken me 3 days to create could be just scrolled by 3 seconds. So for the people that actually take time, read and see, I've got a lot of love for them. Right?
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So speaking about just even the impact online, when you posted your first couple of pieces, what was the comments? What was the sentiment? Was there one maybe initial person that you felt that showed you so much support online that helped you grow?
The first comment, and if you scroll back 15 years, the first comment is, what kind of silly name is Inquisitive? Oh. That's the first question. That's the first comment. I'm like, oh God, this is going to be a fun ride. And then I did a artwork of Bhagat Singh. And I don't know why. I mean, I just love his philosophy and everything, freedom fighter, and just something about Bhagat Singh. And I painted him, and I shared that on social media to my 10 fans at the time. And I got the big question.
Those are the OGs though.
Yeah,
the OGs. Respect the OGs. They had your back.
Yeah, man. Even now, when I meet someone, like, yeah, I know when you dropped this, I was like, because I used to paint shoes before, and they know about the shoes I used to paint them. Like, I remember I used to paint shoes, man. But then I got the big question, which was, how much is your Bhagat Singh art? And that was my first sale, and I was like, I don't know. I don't even know how to price it. They give me £10. It's okay.
It's okay.
Just take it, man. Yeah, it's fine. I'll just cover my cost of my material, and then that one person purchased it. Someone said to him, hey, where'd you get that from? And then the ball just riled. And then I got the question like, hey, can you paint the gurus? And then the other question was, hey, can you paint my granddad? Hey, can you paint me at my wedding? Hey, can you come here around the world? Hey, can you do that exhibition with us? And it just never stopped. You know?
No, I love that. I think that's how it always starts. So people don't realize like the like or the share. Now with the online community, it's so important.
Oh, 100%, man. Like I said, and so much is going on with the algorithms and the traction now. So it's so important. Engagement and audience is key, man. Like just a comment or even just letting, you don't have to, I'm not necessarily saying people have to like my work, but just let me know, critique it. Let me know. Well, how does it make you feel? And that's what, like, I got a very loyal fan base, as you know, very, very loyal. So they always are like letting me know how they feel and how you know, it's taken them out of dark places. And
so
it's just
beautiful.
crazy where art takes you. It's just insane how something visually can impact you so much. So. Yeah.
What do you think the most meaningful reaction to one of your art pieces throughout the 15 years has been? I mean, there's probably a lot, but anything that really stands out? You
know, something like suicide is a big thing, right? And it's a taboo subject in our community because it apparently doesn't exist, but it does. And I did speak to someone who I obviously won't mention, but I created an artwork, had nothing to do with this person or anything, but they resonated their father in the artwork. And they believe that I created this artwork for them, and it's what prevented them from taking their own life. And that was a really special moment because I had a really good half-an-hour conversation with this person about it. And it's like, look, man, your artwork's a savior for me. Like, I know that you didn't paint this for my dad, but I see my dad in that artwork, and for that reason, I'm alive today and I'm breathing. So thank you. So it took a lot out of me, and even at that moment, I was really tearful. And
I'm about to cry. Like hearing it from you, like that.
And you meet a lot of people, like, you meet a lot of like single parents and stuff, and people that are just being bullied. And when I talk about my own journey, like I said, growing up in London, having a turban and stuff, people resonate with like, well, okay, I see how you dealt with it, and I see you create that artwork, and that's empowering me to keep going. Okay. So yeah, there's a few, but I would say that specific one I did, it was it's just one of my scenic pieces with the moon and the boat. But again, when you see it carefully, it's like a silhouette of someone.
Oh, that's amazing. I think stuff like that definitely sticks with you too. Like the fact that that's the first thing that came up for you right now.
Yeah.
And that's so beautiful that you're really making a real impact. Yeah, we keep coming back to that, but making a real impact out there.
Yeah, definitely. I'm fortunate that I don't mean to come across as Superman or Batman, but it's, you don't realize what you're creating on a piece of paper, that is how it's going to impact someone's life. So I'm very fortunate, very, very fortunate.
No, but I guess with that, we'll hop into the less heavy side of it. So we did the most serious impact that you've seen from your artwork. What's the craziest impact that you've seen, or maybe a craziest fan story?
Oh, craziest fan story.
We won't drop any names.
No names. Like I was saying, I've been proposed to at an exhibition, and it was just a bit messy. This girl that just she was not taking no for an answer. I was very humbled. I was like, oh, thank you very much. But yeah, she came with just her full gear on, and then we had to get security out. I was like, it doesn't have to be like this. And then obviously it was recorded, it went viral, and it was just a bit of a crazy moment.
You're like, it doesn't have to be like this. I love that that's your reaction. It did not need to be like this.
And then it's actually funny because after I saw her still standing outside when we were leaving, and she just sitting there upset, and I gave her a print, and I was like, I can't give you my hand in marriage, but here's a signed print. And she was like, thank you so much. And then she just fizzled out.
Still has it. Like, I would framed above her bed. Like, that would be what I would do.
But yeah, she was lovely. But yeah, some interactions are nuts, and then obviously just the some of them are even wilder. But hey, those are for another interview.
You're not for this one. We can come back around. Speaking of coming back, we hear you have something exciting coming up. Do you want to tell our viewers maybe a little sneak peek?
Yes, I'm honoured, and I'm really fortunate to be able to share it with you. But I'm doing a world tour to celebrate.
So
yeah, I know, so am I. And again, to be sharing this with you guys here for the first time. The world tour is celebrating 15 years of Inquisitive. And we're doing 15 cities around the world. So
amazing.
And here is home for me as well. So this is definitely one of the cities we're touching
up on. Look into the camera. He's coming to Vancouver, okay? So just be ready. He will be here.
Yeah, be ready. It's going to be here, 100%. It's going to be obviously touching up on my 15 years, some of my classic pieces, and then also releasing some new pieces. So each city is going to have new artwork. And it's the first time, and I've been working on this for over a year now, so can't believe it's come up and can't wait for it.
Are we thinking of doing is it going to be exhibition style? Are we going to be doing your on stage and almost like an auction style, or talking to your fans, meet and greet? What are we thinking for the flow?
Yeah, very, very engaging, very kind of intimate, a bit of everything. Everyone knows Inquisitive, not everyone knows Amandeep.
Yeah.
So I want everyone to understand the journey, like how has it the 15 years been? Because everyone sees the highlights on social media, but no one sees the backlash, or no one sees the kind of like the struggles, or like, being a full-time artist, you see the flights, you see me going here, there, but there's so much family left behind. There's so much, loss that comes from it as well. There's so much, waking up and sleeping and not sleeping and not eating and missing meals. And so I want people to understand who Aman is as well. And I think it's time for me to be able to share that journey. So it's going to be a very intimate evening, and exhibition is definitely something that's going to be part of that. Amazing. And obviously, hopefully have some sort of like engagement panel or talk as well. So.
We're so excited. Well, I mean, we'll keep updating everybody as well, but you keep updating us, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
But no, we're so excited to have you back. And then the last thing that I want to touch upon, because I just love that you love being a girl dad, and I think it brings me so much joy, because I think I see that in myself a little bit. I would not be where I am if I didn't have the support of my dad in the way that I did.
Yeah. And we all know your dad, and he's such an iconic human being, and so I can imagine how much love you have for him and how he's raised you. So yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
Are you excited to maybe support her into more of the creative side, or do you think you're just going to let her figure it out as she goes?
She's figured it out already.
Oh.
She's like, this is a pen. She's doing what I was doing with my dad, which was crazy when he was doing calligraphy, and she's watching me now. She's like, what is this?
Copying what you're doing.
Yeah, so I kind of feel like she's figured it out. My wife's creative too, being a baker, being a YouTuber, being a makeup artist too. So she's kind of seeing us always like involved in the creative side, and and then coming to these events, and so like she gets it. She's like, oh my god, there's so much going on. And she's a cheeky little baby, but 100%. And
anytime she's on your Instagram story, I'm like, this is the
yeah,
like, I love this.
And she's super sweet. So I would always encourage her to do what she wants. But yeah, creative field, of course, it would be a crime if I didn't, right?
Right, honestly,
yeah,
at this point.
yeah.
I think also I really admire, again, like not me feeding into like I think that you're a great role model, but I think I really admire how it's not already. You're already breaking that narrative of almost like get your degree, do this, and then we were just talking about it earlier off camera, the lawyer, doctor,
Yeah.
and I think it's so amazing to see the next generation of parents like you. Like that's what I aspire to do for my kids. That do what you're passionate about, do what you want to do, and I love hearing how much you're excited for her to pick her own path because you don't get that as often as you
so
think
true.
you would.
I mean, I was very fortunate again with my dad being like a calligrapher, and obviously. He plays in music and he plays with every musical item. He plays every instrument you can think of. So he's always been in the creative field. So I never got that kind of, you got to do this, you got to be an accountant. But I know people that have. And I know how talented they were in my class, and they're just doing jobs that they don't really appreciate no more. So yeah, no, it's important for me to make sure that I let my girl understand that, yo man, you could do what you want, but hey, try this out, try that out. There's no like hard kind of like, this is what you're gonna do, man.
It's just so beautiful. I am so excited to see everything she does. I honestly think she's going to do amazing.
God willing, God willing.
Yeah. And it's knock on wood, it's always what I get now. It's like how are you going to one up your dad? And I'm like, I'm going to make it happen. I have to make this happen.
Good. It's a great way to keep going, right? It's a good little push.
Incentive for sure. And then it's fun when it's almost competitive in the family. Because now that you've met my dad, I feel like we keep bringing him up, but he'll be like, yeah, I did this today. I'm like, I did this today too. Like I'm doing things.
It's healthy competition.
Keeps it fun and rolling.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I know we wanted to hop into some rapid fire questions.
Yeah.
So I guess this will be the time.
Okay.
We'll do it really quick.
Let's do it.
When you wake up in the morning, chai or coffee?
Okay, so मैं पहला चाय पींदा है.
Chai पीना चाहिए.
100% चाय, 100%. Coffee भी like करदा, but chai is top tier.
Yeah. Okay, ਜਦੋਂ when we go to Indian parties, ਮਾਈਆਂ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਜਾਗੋ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ. Are you a person that wears a suit ਜਾਂ kurta pajama?
No, suit. Black suit, bow tie. That's when I look like Mr. India, like smart, top man.
Now, with your tour coming up, ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ stage ਤੇ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਹਾਂ, do you ever still get nervous? Do you have stage fright, or do you think you're pretty confident going on that stage now?
ਪਹਿਲੇ 2 ਸਾਲ I used to be a bit nervous, but then ਜਿੱਦਾਂ confidence ਮਿਲ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ again and again. So ਫਿਰ, fans help you as well. So, fans kind of excite you to keep going, so then you don't feel it, you just keep going.
Yeah, you're like, this is family now, so let me just get on the stage, get it done. Okay, now we'll go into family. We talked about my dad earlier. I feel like me and my dad used to yell at each other, but did you ever feel like, was the kuttan mar more from mom or dad?
My dad's a softie, so there's no kuttan mar.
It was none of that side?
My mom would threaten me, like with the old little, but nothing ever came from it. So
I feel like with my mom, it was always the eyes. Like she'd just be like, I'm sitting and I'm quiet. Like she just had to look at me one time and that was it.
No, my body lucky. And my parents have always been like, just always kind of just let us know if we're in trouble.
Yeah.
But we weren't that naughty either, so we were well behaved. We were behaved kids as well. We knew.
Punjabi food, like saag, makki di roti, you could do parathe or pizza.
Because I travel a lot, like I'm still a very homely person, so parathe and like butter chicken and all the classic or traditional dishes as well. And my dad's a cook as well, so ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਵਾਪਸ ਜਾਂਦਾ to England, like my dad's always making like all the top stuff for me, so
awesome.
I feel like I'm at home again. So all those foods are my favorite.
I think if I traveled more, I'd have more appreciation for it. I was just joking to you off camera as well. My mom brings roti every day, like kar di sabji, everything. She's like, okay, here you go. And I'm like so appreciative that you're packing my lunch, but I have like almost less appreciation for it because I eat it every day. Whereas I think if I was doing more and like out and about,
it's so
I'd be like, I really want this more than
Trust me, like even when I'm traveling, I miss my mom's food always, but my dad's food as well. Like he's such a great cook. So
your dad just seems like an all-rounder. Now I want to meet this guy too.
Trust me,
like a legend.
If for those who are watching this interview and have met my dad, they know I can't be in the same room with him because he's just this like shining like angel. Like he can do everything. Like, and I'm just like, oh, who's Inquisitive?
Like calligraphy, artist, chef.
Yeah.
Just keeps adding it on.
Honestly, he's just that guy. So yeah, again, for those who have met him understand he's that guy.
I love that. Okay, before we go, do you have any last message? I'll get you to do that probably directly into the camera for anybody listening in Vancouver.
For the next generation, whatever your passion is and whatever your craft is, just make sure you're consistent with it. Make sure you believe in yourself, and above everything, be confident.
Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, of course. I appreciate you having me.